The children should not be burdened with the woke agenda that is leading a path of destruction everywhere it goes. Just to mention what has recently surfaced, the pharmaceutical companies are paying $1.3 million for each gender reassignment.
Man, I gotta say, between all the crazy Ron DeSantis is doing down there and just the general wild stuff that comes out of Florida news-wise in the last year or two, they are absolutely earning their reputation down there for being the most out of control, insane state in the union. The latest thing coming out of Florida is a woman named Alisabeth Lancaster. She's running for a school board seat in Pensacola, Florida. She had a speech and she's complaining about trans kids and the doctors who might be helping them. I want to read the quote for you because this is so dark. It doesn't get much darker than this. And this is in front of a crowd of, I'm assuming, fellow parents out there. And this is the quote. These doctors that are going along with mutilating these children and prescribing hormone blockers to these kids, in my opinion, they should be hanging from the nearest tree. Basically, she wants to lynch doctors who prescribe hormone blockers to kids, to trans kids.
These doctors that are going along and mutilating these children and prescribing hormone blockers to these kids, in my opinion, they should be hanging from the nearest tree. Follow the money.
Again, to use as mutilation, I don't know how hormone blockers could be considered mutilation, but whatever. I guess people make up their own definitions for words. And I'm struck by this for like several reasons. First, it's just the salience that this quote unquote trans issue has amongst people on the right wing. Like, you would really think that trans people were the central issue going on in America today if you only paid attention to the right wing. Last statistic that I saw, trans people make up something like 1 to 1.5% of the population here in America. So, like, you know, the idea that these people feel like they're being bombarded by trans people, and that's not to trivialize trans issues. That's to say that, like, the salience of this is just so completely overstated and overblown by these folks. Like, the idea that their kids, oh, all my kids are just going to school with trans kids, it's ridiculous. Like, this isn't some huge issue. That's one. The second, you want to lynch people?
In my opinion, they should be hanging from the nearest tree.
like that's just, I don't know how you get over that, right? Especially with the history of lynching in this country, just extrajudicious judicial killing of American citizens just because these folks think they're doing that they don't like. Incredible. And last but certainly not least, and I know hypocrisy runs rampant on quote unquote both sides, but the hypocrisy of this issue hits me a little harder because, again, like, these are the same parental choice folks. These are the people who are deciding that their kids shouldn't have to read about Frederick Douglass. Their kids shouldn't have to hear about slavery. Their kids should never know that, you know, white people committed bad acts in the past. Their kids, you know, they want to control everything that happens in and around their kids. And these same people are talking about they want to assert their rights as parents. And now, when the parents of trans children decide as a family how they want to proceed with their child and their family, these people want folks killed for it.